Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu, is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Dachigen Khaiden, a sentient star clustering VTuber V-singer form. We are many cosmic minds combined to form a single entity on a higher plane of existence. Why does it feel like it's been forever since I've said those words, Dachigen? It's been a mess with the schedule. Good to see you, Dublin. Heard to start the stream. Yes, Dachigen, yeah. Things have been very wonky lately. But wake up, honey, it's time for new Mistria streams from the multi-dimensional right here. Let's go, Dachigen, let's go. Feels like it's been a while, even though it has not been a while here, but it feels that way. Okay, I ran out of lyrics here to say. That was a nice rhyme, though. But we do have a schedule for this week. Trying, but we couldn't do it last week because it all got destroyed. Wrecked. But today what we do in Fields of Mistria is to go further through Year 2 Fall and beyond. There was a period of time recently where I was playing quite a bit of Fields of Mistria off stream, going for a quick day or two, but I feel like I sort of hit a peak now, even though there's plenty of me for me still to do before the next update and everything, right? I don't mean that sort of peak. No, I feel like it's not calling out to me as much. But then again, there's other things also taking my attention, both from a video game perspective, you know, video games I just play also off stream or whatever, and both outside of it. But yeah, we should be back in full force this week, although I'll set up the waiting room for Pokemon Violet tomorrow. These are the plans anyway. A Superstar versus Team Star. And then we had to still continue those either occurrences of the 14. It feels like it's been forever since we actually did MSQ or like the patch contents we were gonna do. I still wanted to find a way to start Eureka, but let's focus on the rest of the Ether Currents for Stormblood. You know, after that last of 14 stream, where we were doing a lot of the quests, we did like 2 areas or so. The way that went, I was actually very happy with it. So yeah. Oh yeah, I reached level 30 with Archer the other day. That was also the other thing I was playing a lot of stream, not as much anymore. I keep saying, like, I want to get back to Minecraft. I wanted to still set up some modded... Well, as some mod packs, some situations, not for a stream because I think it would still be too much for my PC right now. You know, that does remind me. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the issue that was happening. There was also that issue happening on that last of 14 stream, where it was crashing. So I don't know what's causing that, and I need to take a look into it. I've been having all sorts of weird stuff. Also taking a look at things off stream, like... I'm back to using another browser right now for my dashboard because the Twitch dashboard is not working for me right now in Firefox. I don't know why. So next time I have a collab and we're using a shared chat, I'm gonna be in trouble because I don't have a browser where I can properly use that, or at least it doesn't feel that way. Other Twitch pages work fine, but anything from a stream manager, dashboard page, it doesn't work on Firefox for some reason. I don't know if it's just me, but if anybody else is having that issue, let me know. Because Chrome is just not an option. It's way too bloated for live stream. And that's gonna be guaranteed scuff, you know, speaking of scuff. I know because I've tried, and from what I know, Chrome and Firefox are the only 2 that fully support the shared chat, stream together thing. It's really scuffy. Which gives me issues on Firefox if I upload emotes. Might be a compatibility thing then? But then it doesn't explain why something like Opera GX works better than Firefox or Opera, right? Otherwise I don't remember to keep my dashboard up. Yeah, because I'm used to it. I'd rather have the dashboard with me. Which I need to refresh, actually, because it's not showing my stream. So that's like that. But, you know, the streams that have continued for the most part are the TSG live streams, where we keep checking out new games. We did schedule one earlier today, and I found a lot of Stardew Valley, Fields of Mystery, and stuff like that in that drug-dealing game. Turns out to be very wholesome, maybe, but it gets very frantic because there's a daily time limit. Much like Minecraft, if you're up at night and out there, you're in danger, just in a different way than Minecraft. But yeah. So let me know how the audio levels are. Notifications are fixed in my Discord, thank you. Thank you as well, Kiva, for notifying me about that. You know, I'm starting to think it's the activity thing, the thing where I share my activity, which I may disable again, so sorry if it doesn't say notifications from my streams. Sometimes I prefer to keep some activity that it picks up private. Not that I'm hiding any secrets with the games I play or something, but there's not always games it picks up. It says, I don't know, playing DaVinci Resolve, or like, I don't want it to say that. But anyway. Give me a second here. Let me open Fields of Mistria. Yeah, there's been many other things. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Was I saying the sound thing? Thanks for letting me know about the music. Mighty auditory processing. No, I don't think it's just you, Glenn. It feels like I've been struggling a lot with getting the right levels. And I know I could do something like use a limiter on the audio, on the music, but then it creates other sorts of issues. I hate the feeling that I feel like I gotta really raise my voice. That tires me out so quickly. Never satisfied with my levels? Yeah. But no, like, when it comes to filters, stuff like that... Actually, hold on. There's one more thing I need to check. I can increase the gain of the microphone a little bit, but then it also brings some issues. I actually have the gain much lower than one would think it to be. There's a gain, that's not a setting on OBS. I mean, it has a setting like that, but no, I mean the one on Windows itself. I always have to reduce that, no matter the microphone, I think. Anyway, let's open Fields of Mistria. Where was I? And I have been able to like rewatch a few stream clips. I still mean to create clips again. Still have something going on with Save GG, if you remember that. And I need to get in more on that, but yeah. And some of them are like, whoa, what the heck is up with that volume? Do I just need to bring the microphone? Do I need to kiss the microphone or something? What's going on? But anyway, launching Fields of Mistria now. Let's get to it. Were we using this overlay for it? We were... Yeah, I don't even remember now. But it's good to be back on Mistria. Yeah. I have to get back to, like, being on task with everything there is to do. We want to pet all the animals. We don't necessarily need to hand feed them, though. And since I need to get my bearings on the game again, then, you know, I'm okay letting this first day on the stream be one in which they find grass somewhere. The problem with doing that all the time is that they eventually run out of grass. And of course, you don't get shiny beats from them, but yeah. Back to the magical retro anime vibes. Let's go. Lou's birthday soon. Yeah, I don't think we'll see Juniper's birthday today. We might be going for a stream on the shorter side today too, but with Fields of Mistria that works really well. We did a lot of TSC's live streams like that for that reason. Well, among other reasons, but yeah. Meow. Meow meow. When was the last time I showed you my house? This is what we use for the thumbnail. Well, not this, the other room. The haunted attic room, still coming together so nicely. What do I do with this real estate right here? This space. It doesn't look bad just like that, but what could be good that would fit haunted attic? I'm open to suggestions. Such gang. And then this room that's kind of a, yeah, antique room. A room that Aelin would love. Oh yeah, the rocks. They came together nicely. Let's get out here. I'm gonna have a latte. Is it a latte? It's an espresso, not a latte. Espresso. But yeah, even if I let them out to eat grass instead of feeding them, hand feeding them, I mean, do I want to sell that golden feather? Or those golden feathers, I should say. Let's keep a few in storage. But yeah, I still want to try petting them, right? There's the auto petter. I still haven't seen how you get it. And you know what? Feel free to tell me in the chat for the stream today, Touch Gang. Although I'm seeing the... No, actually I have food for them with me. I'm gonna hand feed them. Yeah. I can get my bearings again. Just, you know... I think once you reach like 10 AM or so, they all get impatient. If you didn't let them out, they eat the feed that you kept in storage. That looks very nice, thank you. Like, when I played Stardew, it was never at any point in this, you know, in year 2, fall. It took a long time for me to even start really prioritizing decorating inside, in any way. Whereas with Mistria, maybe because you kind of hit peaks, because it's early access, but I feel like I'm doing it in the middle of, you know, going for practicality, if that's a word. First time I get a golden bullhorn too, interesting. Gold quality horn dropped by a bull. Well, they should be put in storage. Then I'll sell that golden milk. Look around the map for places that look like potential doors filled with rocks. Okay, I think I have a clue of what you're talking about. Because there was that beach cave. Hopefully that's not a spoiler, Touch Gang. There was that beach cave for the sprinklers, the water sprite statues. Okay. But yeah, it's turning into 8 AM. Those caves. I don't think it's this. Wait, is it the same cave by any chance? Hold on. I gotta check on the overall map. Like the map. The map. There's a second one. Okay. I don't think it's inside the same cave, is it? So what did it look like? Yeah, because there's nothing here. It wouldn't be here. Not this either, right? Not this area. This was the area where we got the water sprite statues. And then I have to think there's still some other secret in the mines somewhere. I would have thought it was something here, but this area still isn't reachable. What is gonna be here? I don't think there's anything here. It may not be visible from the map here, but it is worth checking. The summit. What else? Oh, let's check the map here. We still have this building here, right? It's like a chapel, cathedral. Yes, I've seen quite a few theories that it's gonna be the place where you marry, and it makes perfect sense. Which I didn't even think about. Nothing that looks like a door to me. For some reason, I'm not expecting it to be in the deep woods, but... we'll have to see. I might go inside the caves again. This is Calderus' home. Oh, he's... Wait, where is Calderus? I've never seen him that far outside his house. He's at the threshold. Hold on. I have to see what the hell that's about. My other animals are gonna get impatient, but... what the heck is that? If the map is accurate. Is he considering going out? I would love to see that. Okay. I give thanks every time I enjoy the bounty of nature. Did I always do this? It is difficult to remember. Well, okay, I gotta hurry back and feed/pet the other animals. I know I can let them out and then try to pet them, but it's more difficult. How much essence do I even have? Okay, 120 plus left. Let's just sell everything they're giving me here. I might let them all eat grass because it's getting late. I hate how you pet small animals. It's always very clunky because you pick them up and then you have to kind of put them down. I'm gonna try hand feeding them, by the way. I'm gonna try it again. The fall music, though. I missed this music from Mistria. Yes, I was supposed to look this up on YouTube/YouTube Music and start listening to it. Let's see. Did I pet everybody here? Chappie hasn't been fed. Oh, Chappie. You know what? Just find some grass out there. Because everybody here is gonna eat the grass here. Oh, come on. What are you doing? It's only 10 AM. I guess they get very hungry. Look at what you've done! Look at what you've done, you maniacs! I don't have any more feed for you! This is small animal feed, right? This is what I hate. That 10 a.m. is already enough for them to eat from the feed-through things. I don't know what they're called. I'm angry at you, but I'm never gonna mistreat you or anything. This is an angry pet I'm giving you. I am petting you with a frown on my face, okay? Thanks, I hate it. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I say with a very aggressive tone, right? There's a picture of like this kid as a meme where he's like, congratulations, I'm happy for you. And he just looks angry. Angry because he's like a toddler. He's like a little kid. This is why I'm not ready for more animals, right? I want the auto petter at this point. I'm gonna use essence more for that than I will for water sprite statues. We shouldn't sell this. Hold on, because I might buy this thing also from Khaiden, but still need to water my crops and maybe buy new crops, depending on what's ready today. I'll just put this here, whatever. No, we do want to keep that stocked, just in case. The remainder in here. Eventually what I want to do, but it depends on what they may bring in future updates. Maybe more animals, maybe more variants. Because there's 15 variants of animals. And 4 of them are based on seasons. I don't know what they look like yet. I don't know what the requirements are to get them. Maybe the RNG behind parents or whatever. But the way I want to do it is I want to have 1 large building, 1 small building. And that's for each animal. So 1 large coop for rabbits that contains 11 to 12 of them. 12 is the maximum, right, for those. 1 small coop for rabbits that contains 4, and they're the seasonal ones. That leaves us with 11. And it means we have 1 extra space on the large one, which I may or may not occupy. Maybe my favorite variant. If there's a purple one, yeah, that's probably the one. Right? And we just leave them there, or it's a barn or coop with only 11 of them, I mean. And then they're split quite neatly. I just need to start thinking about the space for that, but that's still a long way from today. Nice rhyme there. A long way from today, yeah. That's a good rhyme to keep saying. Don't you worry, I will hurry. That's one we say a lot here and there. The skills that kills. That's one I haven't said in a while, huh? As I tend to think about that when we do something like Fall Guys, which I miss. I have played that neither on stream or off stream for a while, but yeah. I have no idea what ranked is like right now. I just know it's a thing they introduced and that's something I'm completely missing out on. With my amazing skills that kills at Fall Guys, it's a shame I'm missing out on that. I'm very curious to see how I perform there. At this point, I'll have to shake off Rost or whatever. It's alright. Ah, look at this. How are we doing with those statues? 16 days left, okay. Well, we're doing super well on that, thank you very much. I didn't miss anything, right? So, we sell all of this, the rest are to be processed. I know I could sell them just like this, but might be a waste to do that. Ah, look at that, 69 wheat. But I will be taking that number down because I should make, what is it, flour out of it? Bread? And then, well, rice is processed rice. Speaking of that, let's plant this extra seed. These extra spaces for such a thing. And eventually I have to think about expanding the range of these things, but alright. Let's look for that door. I'm gonna go to the beach first. I'm gonna neglect anything else I might want to do. I was trying to get gossip from Elsie every single day, but if I don't get that from her, it's okay. Oh yeah, shiny beats. I have 67 with me. Let's offer 60 of those. That will take some space in the inventory, but that's alright. Look at that. Quality large animal feed. Okay, I'm gonna put that in that barn where, you know, my animals got impatient and they ate. I think that confirms right there though. 10 a.m. is the deadline for that. No matter the weather, no matter the season, I think. Now, I doubt it's inside of there, but I want to check again just in case. Did I miss a door inside of here? This is not the first time I check inside again for this. And you know, the skill that was used is the fire skill I had equipped.
Supernova!
Explosion! Hey, I have been playing a bit of Super Mario Maker 2 off stream. Great timing.
Could it be?
He lives! Indeed. Don't say that. I've been gone for 8 months or something. Kind of feels like it's been inconsistent. It's been that way, but no. When you think about it, it's been about 2 weeks or a week and a half since the last stream, not counting the TSC streams and all that. But it's good to see you, Lurin. And now for the 37th time, you've exploded from superstar to supernova, being an even brighter presence in the cosmos of every dimension you go through. And you go through quite a few dimensions. Let me give you a shout out to Lurin. What was the last thing you were streaming? Is it Wuthering Waves? Somebody has been obsessed with that. Yes, indeed it is. Oh yes, and let's do the other shout out as well. But thank you so much, Lurin. I forget that the Twitch shout out doesn't do the SO abbreviation. You have to do the whole shout out word when you put it. That's why it didn't work for a moment. What am I doing? Alright, let me swim here because I have to see what may be here. Hey, it's good to have you. And back with us for that matter, Lurin. So thank you once again for that. You've been addicted to Wu-Wei. I have to keep reminding you all, Taji Gang, if you say Wu-Wei, you're referring to Wuthering Waves, right? If you're saying Wu-Wa, you're saying Wuthering Waifus at that point. Because it's waves, not wives. You might as well say waifus at that point. But it may be an accurate way to describe the game anyway, so it's okay. It's funny how that works. Acronyms, abbreviations, pronunciations. And then there's me saying things such as dandelions and finales. It sounds fancy, I like the sound of it, as long as you understand me. Artistic license, okay? I'm a live streamer, I'm a VTuber, I have it. Don't tell me I don't have that license. With the skills that kills, that we showcase on stream. I'm gonna sell these things, by the way. Omelette. Yeah, let's just make money from that. Was I still saving up for the farm upgrade, or was I looking to spend the money in other ways? I don't know. Blaine has also kept me entertained recently with a certain game. Oh, great to hear that. Oh yeah, these things. Hold on. This is all for large animals. Oh, Misside. Oh, I see. You know what? This is all gonna go towards the same barn right here. At least if they're gonna get impatient and eat the feed right there, next time I'm gonna try to make it be quality feed. But alright. Yeah, I pretty much know everything that happens in Misside already. A certain maniac that just resubscribed to me gifted me the game, but I don't see myself streaming it still. I just don't see room for it. But I still appreciate it. Even if I know what happens, right? It may still be fun, but... I will just say this though. Without going through a loop or going through the game or whatever, I'm like... You know, what was her name? Mita? No, wait. No, yeah, it's Mita. The moment she first asked the question, do you want to stay with me? Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, sure. You seem nice. Why not? Takes a minute to recognize another one, huh? That perhaps is enough for me right there. Actually, I don't know. But anyway. I want to say a few more things, but they might be spoilerific. Anyway. The gems, don't be fooled by size alone, Khaiden. Cleavage, fracture, and luster. These are all things you learn to have an eye for when you trade in jewels. Okay. Just I am not alone at the fact that my mind went to a different place when he said cleavage initially, right? Anyway. What the hell are you all doing to my mind? It's all of you. It's all your fault. So happy for your next B-side stream. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, it's all your fault, you maniacs. Look at what you're doing. Anyway. Do we have anything I want to buy? I don't think so. I'm sure Balor is still doing good business, by the way. Celine. I'm breaking in a new set of tools I commissioned from March and Riz. Oh, this is so exciting. Nice, I love it. Even though you know the game back and forth, you might still stream it? Oh, yeah. I think you mentioned it to me. Dale read a story about a beanstalk that grows into the clouds. Now she's asking if I can grow one for her. Oh, they have that story here too, do they? Okay. Also, yeah, where could that door be? Alright, now I will check the ruins over there. If I waste my mana on that spell and it doesn't have, it doesn't work in that area, that's okay too. Actually, I should pick up more blackberries as well. No mining today. Today's Thursday, right? Okay. Wanted to just double check if it was not Friday night at the inn so I can go and talk to everyone. Yeah, we should dig around here a little bit. Door, where's the door? Find the door. That's a quest objective, alright. Sounds like a video game quest objective for sure. Like this right here, alright? The stairs look too dangerous to climb. In this state, they were probably destroyed in the earthquake. How to get up there because you already see there's something up there, right? That's the whole thing. But doors. Here's something for my Witch Queen Juniper, a fog orchid. I cannot wait to marry you. Nah, forget about Mita. It's Juniper. It's Juniper we want to think about. Is the door around here somewhere? Wait a minute. Kinda feels like there's some secret here. But no, I don't think so. I don't think it's inside the mines either. Let's see the summit. Ah, let's collect these berries here. Look at this little, like, castle here. Wonder what that is. A kingdom in the distance. Something like that. I like the look of it. But, oh yeah, and then there were other quests, right? This mine forageables quest feels like it's taking forever. It's a tough one to do. For me, anyway. Might as well check in here. Because it's not this. This is the elevator that doesn't work anymore. Like, hold on. I don't think so. I don't think it's here. Do I want to craft anything here right now? I might want to craft more essences. We shouldn't spend any of those on skills right now. Because, well, not essences, sorry. Essence stones, based on essence. Because I want to craft these. You can give me a hint. Alright, let's try this, Vlyn. If you're okay waiting, if you're still here when we finish this first day on the stream. Let me try to end the day, see if I find something. If I don't... Almost feels like I could break these little pieces of debris from the statue there. If I don't find it, then tell me a hint for tomorrow, because you already gave me one. Same goes for the rest of you, Taj Gang, in the chat. Let's try it like that. What about here? Because I feel something must have been missing here. Nah, this is just the place where we have that statue. Did I have a new appearance for Mistmare here? I already did Hawk recently, I think. And of course, the default appearance of the Mistmare is one I can jam with. Like, it's perfect for me. Oh, wait a minute. It would make sense if this is somewhere on Khaiden's farm. Because he's all about animals. Hang on a moment. What was it that you said exactly earlier? Something rocky door and pretty much like the other one. Potential doors filled with rocks. I feel like it was the elevator at the mines, but filled with rocks. This doesn't fit the description. Oh yeah, I wanted to give a shiny bead to Henrietta. Nah, some other time. How far are you into the game now? Fields of Mistria, quite far. Quite far into it. We're in year 2 fall. In terms of that time. But in terms of other things, I could be further. I could have more animals. Depends on how you measure it, but I mean... Yeah, we reached all the mines biomes. I have pretty much all the pieces of the golden armor as well. Yeah, quite a few things. Almost as far as you can make it in the current version of the game. Before the next update. Still early access. So at this rate, by the time we reach the first year anniversary of this game, they may indeed be you know, 1.0. Everybody go back inside. Thank you very much. And let's sell some things we found. Man, is it because maybe I'm not used to... kind of streams have been not as frequent lately, but feels like my voice is so worn already. Been kind of this way lately. But man, feels this way today. That's also why I don't want to like force myself to talk out louder because the stream is so loud. No, I hate doing that. There's that excitement, of course. I get crazy and all that, but there's that, and then there's like forcing it. Not the excitement, but the loudness of the voice for the sake of being heard, if that makes sense. Something that all these years is still something I struggle with. It's a struggle that shows itself in some new ways here and there. I guess it's a form of scuff in that sense. It's like... yeah, some scuff that you get rid of, but then it's like, it may be lurking around the corner. That's alright. I have experience. I'm an experienced professional streamer, VTuber. There you go. That means I can deal with it. I'm just gonna sell this damn thing though. The Fog Orchid though. We don't want to sell that because I want to give that to Juniper. Your voice sounds fine, but I understand when you don't stream as frequently and you start to overthink stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, what I love about the little pet bowls is that I wasn't expecting it, but your pet, whether it's a dog or a cat, actually interacts with them. They're, you know, Wiki is eating from that right there. That's so good. And when you see the description, it only says it's a decorated bowl, but clearly it's more than decorative. Are you kidding me? And that was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. So there you go. Who was it that said that? Was it Palpatine or was it the guy with Palpatine? I forget his name, but he only appears in episode 1. He's like the bodyguard of Padme, kind of. Anyway. Frank Palpatine! Oh no, wait. Chief Palpatine. I still kind of prefer the version where he's called Frank. Before his name was revealed to be Sheev, it's like, you know, there's that moment in which he says, "To be frank, Your Highness," and somebody just said, well, you know what, if we're gonna give a name to him, we might as well just use that as our reason for this theory that his name is Frank. Why not? Frank. Now, it was very cheeky, but it worked out. Wait, did I give a snack to Wiki right there? Because I'm busy yapping and I know that... yeah, we got the 3 shiny beats from that, right? Yeah. Alright. I kind of lost track of, like, the things I wanted to do in Mistria, you know, besides the things I just said. Finding the door right now. Also, Vlyn, feel free to tell me that hint if that's okay with you. You're still there? Oh, yeah, the water sprites just did their thing. Alright. We have a lot of blackberries. Let me hand feed everybody with that. Or nearly everybody. I hate petting small animals, though. I try to just tap E, double tap E super quickly. That seems to be the best way to do it. Otherwise, it feels like it's more time-consuming because you must make sure, you know, you set them down in a good place. West. Ah, okay. Thanks for the hint. That really narrows it down. Oh yeah, I finally saw the other day. If I knew this, I forgot, but I think I didn't know, you know, that meme. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? and it's apparently from Batman Beyond. It's so funny. It's even funnier in context because Batman, that Beyond Batman, whatever his name was, because I think it's not Bruce, is like, you killed my, like, the villain that, what do you call him? Fluorescent skeleton person says, "Who are you?" And Batman Beyond replies, "You killed my father." Then the villain takes a moment, and then he's like, "Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?" Something like that. So it's so good. I don't know. I just remember that. Now that we've narrowed it down, it's like telling me, not saying that's what you were doing, by the way, Glenn. Not at all. Just the words "narrow it down" remind me of that because that's the way my mind works, because it's maniacal like that. Anyway, what could be a good example for me to say that to you, Taji Gang, if you ever tell me something? Khaiden, remember when you played the game that made you go crazy and made you talk at, 7,000 words per minute on stream? Remember the game where you got so excited where you did that? Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down, you maniac? Yeah. Remember the stream where you got excited like that? Remember the stream where you talked about Kamen Rider? Remember? Right? Oh, same thing comes to mind. There we go, Flynn. Remember the stream where you forgot what you were talking about in the middle of talking? Yeah, you get the point. But alright. Now, let's keep feeding blackberries to everybody. Oh, not the way I meant to do this, but... Reminds me of... But to me, it was Tuesday. Yeah, it has a very similar energy, right? It's almost like the sequel to that. Ah, what a hard line, man. What a legendary line. From a movie that was all over the place in terms of butchering the source material and all that. You know the drill with Street Fighter, the movie. But Raul... What was his name? Raul Julia? Raul Julia? Sorry if I got it wrong. It was also another version of Gomez Adams. Adams Family. I love those people, by the way. I'm not sure if I ever said that. But yeah, he was amazing. He was amazing. Absolutely made the movie his own. Redeem anything bad about that movie, kind of. Yeah, I once had a dream with the Addams Family, I still remember. Because it made me immediately look up the next day, when I have free time, the classic Addams Family. It's the version I prefer, by the way. It was the butchering that made it a classic. Kind of. I'd argue other things as well, but... Yeah, it's because there's been other things that have adapted it better, or... It's even at the point where it doesn't need to be adapted into a movie, maybe. Arguably. That is okay now. Maybe that's just my personal feelings on it, but that's the way I would phrase it. I don't want to say so bad it's good, because that can be interpreted in all sorts of ways, but kind of something along those lines. But yeah, the Addams Family dream I once had, I dreamt that was like, eventually I found myself entering their house. Lurch, or somebody that wasn't Lurch but kind of was reminiscent of Lurch, let me in. And he was like, okay, you can just come in. Because even though they're gonna like, tell you that an acid bath is a relaxing way to be, they're gonna try to get you killed, even though for them it's a nice thing, Oh, come lie down in this bed made of nails and relax. Here's an Iron Maiden for you to meditate. It's gonna be peaceful. They're very hospitable people, right? And super nice in their own way. And so it was like, I was just in and like, oh yeah, that's how they are. They're super hospitable. And then Morticia and Gomez came up, and like, Gomez was... They didn't recognize me, but apparently I had met with them before, on a cruise or something. And they had been very nice to me. And I don't remember if I saved Gomez's life or if he saved mine, or we just bonded over something. And he was like... Gomez maybe didn't remember me, but he was super friendly already. Morticia, though, was like, okay, I'm shaking her hand, but she's like, do I know you? And I'm like, oh yeah, you and your husband were nice to me once. And then after that, she was super nice with me and all that. Like, again, the 60s version mostly. And I don't know, I just wanted to mention that. It was like a dream that made me feel so nice when I woke up. There was something very nice about it, Meeting them on a cruise, yeah, I don't know. It's like those memories that you get implanted on a dream, right? Dimensions crossing over, maybe. But that's what happened. I think there's been an episode where Gomez was on a cruise and he was wearing the sailor hat. Or was doing something related to it. I mean, maybe it came from there. That's a very striking image of the Gomez from the 60s in my mind. Of him wearing a sailor outfit. Yeah, there's gotta be an episode or something where he did that. But anyway, isn't the actor still alive, by the way, that played him in 60s? They really are so sweet. I visited them would feel like a warm hug. Hey, yeah. Honestly, like, there's a lot of the things about them that was meant to be sarcastic, right? But now it's like, well, yeah, I mean, ever get introduced to goth and the style and like, yeah, I'm into it. Okay, maybe I'm not into getting crushed inside an Iron Maiden or something, but yeah, I agree. The house could use more black walls and some dark purple. You're thinking like I'm thinking. Oh yes, that's a lovely blood stain over there. That looks so cool. Yes, please. Oh, the wardrobe is all dark. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're thinking the same way. Something like that, right? But anyway. Where was I though? Funny thing is, I'm not even into horror and all that, but I'm into a lot of things that come from there, so to speak. Where was I? I'm going on my tangents and I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I still have to pet everybody here. Let's hurry up because somebody's gonna get impatient in that barn. This is why I hate petting small animals. Nothing against my friends here, but it's just the game mechanics. I can see them maybe patching that or changing it. See, these are the first buildings where I would place like an auto petter. Whatever it's called. Animal statue? Animal sprite statue? That might be the name for it. We'll find out. But yeah, I could use more essence stones for that. And yeah, I'm okay not using the water sprite statues as much in future seasons. If I need to prioritize one over the other. It's already 10 AM. See, I can't keep up with the demands of my animals anymore. Okay, I let them out already, but give me a second. Because I did... Okay, we're good. But if I get more animals, there will be trouble. There will be trouble. I'll leave the shiny beads inside of there, I don't care. Let's water everything here. And then harvest, and what else do I have in my inventory? The shiny beads. It's all good. Also, yeah, we're on Friday the 19th of fall. Friday night of the end today, but also... we're getting close to that point in which I shouldn't buy any more seeds to replace those crops that don't regrow after first harvest. Because they won't be able to grow on this season anymore, so that's something to keep in mind. Because it does take a while for me to water all this, right? But not long enough that it feels like a long time. This would take much longer now, but that's why the water sprite statues are there. Chrysanthemums, I'll have to check. There's seeds. Let me do a shopping list here, so let me write this down. X9 chrysanthemum seeds, X9 broccoli. Is that what it is? Broccoli seeds. Oh, these are ready. Heathers. Let's go. I'm okay selling the heathers though. These things. So yeah, a part of me thinks I shouldn't plant any more wheat seeds anymore. Let's just save them for fall of next year. Then chrysanthemums, that's gonna be 7 instead of 9 that I buy. Wait, how long do they take to grow? 6 days? Okay. This will be the last ones for fall of this year. Broccoli, no seeds here. Oh, and I was supposed to process this. I got caught up looking for the door and all that. But yeah. Let me save the game first. Then let's buy the seeds. Let's see the quest board. And then we go west to look for the door. Like I said, in the evening we want to talk to everybody at the inn if we can. What's up, Terithian? I'll talk to you later. Quest board. Request for an onion. Ah! I'll give that to you some other time. Ooh, nice. I'm making my favorite onion soup, but I seem to be short on the most important ingredient. Could someone bring me an onion? What's up, children? I do want to see what they're plotting over here, though. You make a great member of the Dragon Guard, Khaiden. Aren't I an honorary member? I'll put in a good word for you next time we have an opening. Hey, let's go. Luke's teaching me about bees. I just want to hear about the queens, though. Wow, I've never seen a sea scarab before the one at the museum. I wonder why its carapace is that pretty blue color. Is it trying to impress someone? Well, I'm impressed. See, I was about to say that, Luke. I'm impressed. So it works. It works. But okay. Rice. I don't know what reason there could be for leaving unprocessed rice stalks like this one, but I feel like I want to leave at least a stash of 10 of them. So I'm only going to process 13. I keep 10. You never know why. You never know why. Better safe than sorry. The rest of it, though, let's keep it processed. I don't know how much of it I should sell, though, versus keeping it in storage. And then flour. We're going to prepare so much of this. This is long overdue. Now, this is where the stonks are going to come in. Same thing. I'm going to leave 10 unprocessed, just in case. And then, well, flour is used for bread, probably, just not over here. Should I do anything else here? Some paper. Yeah, let's do some paper. Just in case. I feel like I need more paper somewhere. I will need to do a little bit more on my farm before I start looking for the door, but... Alright. I'm starting to think it is somewhere there in the ruins, but anyway. Like it was that thing after all. I just don't see any way to jump there. Was there another spell that could do that? I don't think so. Alright. Yeah, because the fire spell is going to take 2 mana, I think. Dragon's Breath. Did I have a mana potion somewhere? Well, first of all, let me put these things where they belong. See, a stack of 30 for each of these will do. Right now. I want to make more money. Oh, I forgot to buy the chrysanthemum seeds! Well. I'll see if I can bother doing that. It's getting late. Wait, let me sell these things. Wait. Just trying to remember if there was something else I was forgetting. Trying to remember if there was something else I was forgetting. Sounds like a very, redundant way to phrase that, but anyway. It makes sense, that's what's important. Because I'm not always making sense with the maniacal ramblings I'm saying on the stream. Yeah, you can clip that right there. I feel like, that quote right there can describe a lot of the live stream experience with the multidimensional Tachigen Khaiden. Welcome to the channel. Make sure to follow to see more of this mania. Alright. Chrysanthemum, 9 of them. No, sorry, 7 of them. And 9 broccoli seeds. 6 days to grow. Yeah. These are the last ones for this season. Is this why my voice is weak? Because... yeah. Because I always get like this on the stream. I tend to. No, it's just so nice to be streaming Feels of Mistria again. We were supposed to have this stream last week. Things got messy, and then that messiness extended to the entire week. My goodness. We're recalibrating things, okay? Recalibration. But alright. 2:30? What is it? 2:20 p.m.? Not that late, depending on what it is I need to do to find that mysterious door. There's something I must have missed somewhere. But I don't think it's in Khaiden's farm anymore. Somewhere around that chicken statue would make sense. Or west of the beach. It's all down there at the beach. The mysterious beach. See, what is this right here? Feels like something is gonna be added here in the future. Some bridge or something. Feels like, you know, the way I would pave like a sort of, what to call it, entrance, welcome mat, in lack of a better way to phrase it. Anyway, let's check up here first. Rocky door, rocky door. And then I have to guess, like, the way to open it. Ah. Okay. The way to open it is like this. Yes. Errol, did you know you had this right next to your house? Oh, I love that little sound. It's been a while since I heard it. Very Legend of Zelda-like. Bam, 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 bam! Yeah, thank you so much, Blaine, for that. Place in large barn coop. Oh, it has to be a large one, though. And add an essence stone to automatically pet its animals. This is gonna be a problem because my plan... Now, this throws a monkey wrench in my plans of having one small one and one large one. Why is it only a large one? Okay. I did buy a large barn and coop recently. I think I'm gonna have to do the switcheroo. I think I'm finally gonna have to do the switcheroo. That would be easier for me. Because you can't upgrade existing buildings, you have to buy a new one. And, you know, you have to then replace the previous one with the new one. We're gonna need the daycare for that. I have a nice amount of money. I think we can try to do it. We just have to go back and forth between places. So time to have an espresso and my mount, my dear Mistria. Place an animal sprite statue in a large barn or coop to automatically pet that building's animals daily. Need to be sure of a nice and stone in order to work. Yes. Pretty much all things I knew already. But it's good to see that. And yes, let's learn the recipe. How many of these do we want? Or maybe we can just have 2 large ones and... I don't know, I have a... How will we split 15 animals across 2 barns that hold 12 each? 8 and 7 if we want to make it equal. I know I could have repeat animals, but at some point it's like, that kind of bothers me, you know? That there's some repeat ones. I don't know. Hello, Humpy. Great to have you here. But all right, let's give it a try then. Starting with the very first buildings. See, if anything, I'm already gonna start having room for more cows, more chickens, and yeah, this is gonna be priority number 1 right now. And I wonder, I'm not sure if they said this, the developers. I remember the tweet where they showed this in action the first time, but I don't remember what it said exactly. If it's anything like the auto petter in Stardew Valley, in the sense that it's like a sort of half pet when it does this automatic pet to the animals. You can still pet them afterwards, and that's going to count as the full raising, as the full amount of heart points you get for raising them. You don't get the full amount of hard point progress that you would if you're just using the automatic one. And it can even get to the point where if it's too many days like that, it decays just at a much slower rate than not petting them at all. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway. You know how weak my voice is? It's like... I'm like... talking like that today. It's not just the excitement, but like when I want to make a point clear. It's because my brain gets very smooth and all ADHD or this or that. I feel like I'm bad at explaining things, so I always have to make an extra effort. Or rather, putting these chaotic thoughts into words that would make sense to those who are not as maniacal as I am. Now I'm starting to sound like a parrot, though, you know, that's a part of my brand and everything, but let's use other words. Lunatic, crazy, multidimensional, I don't know. You're fine, you sound fine, thank you, Flame. No, I hope I don't sound desperate. I'm having a good time. This is me having a good time. Cue to me and my my face that has seen cosmic horrors. But that's not what it is. It's a happy face. No, I mean it. I mean that though. So it sounds like I'm being so cheeky. Oh yeah, so this is a water sprite statue here, right? It has different versions of it. The animal sprite statue, what versions does it have? Well, before moving on with that, because I don't have to hand feed the animals either, right? But I kind of want to keep doing that because it saves up on grass we have outside. And it's even more expensive to try to keep their, what do you call the thing? The thing where you put their food? Throughs? feeders, where their bowls, I'm just gonna say. Their bowl, their food area, damn it. I'm gonna say food area. Their food area, right? Those things get very expensive. Buying tons of those or even crafting them. But anyway, this statue, for now, I'm gonna place it here. Let me see what the others look like and what it takes to craft them. Let's see. Oh, it's only one version of it? Is that it? Okay. Because the Water Sprite statue has so many variants, right? Okay, this doesn't bother me, but I was hoping there would be more versions. We're gonna want at least 2 or 3 more of these. So we also need to go to the mines and create refined stone. So that will be important too. We may not have time for all of that today. That's alright. That's okay. And I mean today, in-game. No. I want to go to the inn and talk to everybody. Friday night at the inn, you know? We should buy the blueprints, or we can move the existing blueprints we have right now. No, I'm gonna buy new blueprints. Yeah. Blueprints. See, you can easily mistake that to say blueprints. You know that game that just came out, I think? It's called Blueprints, an investigation game. Yeah. Prince as in, you know, future king. Prince, right? Prince. Or the artist Prince. That's another example there. Yeah. I don't know much about him, actually. He did something called Purple Rain, right? You would think I would know more about him with something called like that. I need to listen to his music someday. But anyway. Let me see. I think by the time I get out of the carpenter shop here, we should visit the inn first. Let's buy both blueprints. We do need the materials, though. That's something else I didn't take into account. But now, let's see. Large white barn. I don't think I ever see myself getting the red ones. If they add more colors in the future, though, like purple, right? I'm gonna be in trouble. We're gonna have to do another switcheroo, like we're about to try doing right now. I don't know. Somewhere I should have a red one, right? But not right now. But to get both of them, this is gonna be 14,000 out of the 22,000 I have. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Fuck it. We're doing this. There we go. French it. Pardon my French, but French it. I did see, what was it? I'm finally catching up with the latest Doctor Who episodes. There's one recently. It was a Christmas special from last year. Joy to the World, I think, where the Doctor was saying that. Pardon my French, but what the French? I mean, it's... I think I get it why the phrase goes like that. Like, why is French the first thing that comes to mind when you're talking about not saying curse words? What makes the French curse words more notable than the others? I feel like that's a very, you know, subjective thing, but it's because it starts with F, probably because of that. I don't know. Anyway. Purple Rain, I should listen to that someday. See, that kind of rhymed. Anyway, we do need to roll some ads, don't we? So I'll tell you what. Let me have some more water here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bio break. Just stretch a little bit. While it's running the 3 minutes, Seribot will tell you all about that. I'll just leave it here. Hopefully the game doesn't crash or anything, since I haven't saved in a little moment here, but we'll talk to everybody at the inn when we come back, alright? Stay tuned just for a moment, Teji Gang. BRB. Omatase shimashita. Thanks for waiting, Taji Gang. I think it's the first time I ever do a BRB in Fields of Mistria at the inn. So we had that music in the background, the music from the inn, which is always very lovely. It's always nice to hear. But alright. So let's see, let's just talk to everyone. This will take some time, but not as much in-game time. What's up, Celine? That tight lettuce at the museum. I wonder if I can grow some. Maybe I can dig a cave into the cliffside. Ooh. No, Adeline would make me fill out a lot of paperwork for that. She would allow it though, but yeah, just the paperwork. Was that fall weather treating you? Having a court day? Ah, yes indeed. The Sleeping Dragon has quite a history of its own. This inn has been the center of town life for generations now. Hello! What's up, Adeline? Soup's nice and hearty today. There were these shrines down in the mines, and I don't know who they were for or who made them. But it always made me feel good to leave them my coolest rocks. Ah. That's a very nice thing of Ulrich to do, given how much he loves rocks. So, yeah, 6 hearts. Let's go. Wait, they haven't added more hearts, have they? I thought it would turn golden. At least when it did the thingy where it shows more hearts. I'm not sure. I took a look at the work order from Adeline. I think I'd need to get it done. Maybe 2 at most. Sounds right to me. You're getting good at making these estimates, Khaiden. Nah, they haven't. It's just something looked kind of different to me for a moment. Like, even if they're not romanceable, I think it shows it like that, but maybe I was wrong. You got to throw your line all over if you want to see every fish that Mistria has to offer. Yeah, I still have many fish to catch across all seasons. So I think I'm still missing a pond fish or 2 from fall. We'll still have plenty of days for that. Battle's always bringing us produce you shipped. Thanks for your hard work, Khaiden. I'll get you that onion, by the way. I'll get you that, Nora, but not today. By the way, not today. Speaking of rhymes, right? I'm wearing a witch hat. I think I'm getting even more unintentional rhymes because of its effect, right? Of course I gotta wear it for Mistria, at least for fall because it's part of my fall outfit. Yeah. I'm really glad that Adeline appointed Celine to take care of the manor gardens. Baron Whisker has many strong points, but landscaping isn't one of them. Your idiot's birthday is soon, isn't it? What do you think you should like? Who am I kidding? I bet she'd be thrilled with some dried squid. Dried squid! Yeah, speaking of learning about gifts for people. What's up, Elsie? Looks like Louis' birthday is right around the corner. I should show him some appreciation for always making me look so good. Yeah. Tell me. Since Landon is right next to me, I just wanna, yeah. Ah, golden bull horn. Alright. Yeah, remind me to get a gift tomorrow for Louis. I spent my day off at the museum and got a bit fixated on the diamondback mirror. Seems a bit impractical, but I can imagine a certain someone getting a good deal of use out of it. It's a neutral gift for Juniper, by the way. I already tried. I appreciate the inn's free soup, but I'd rather have some free wine. Alright, say less. I know you're having wine right now, but here's some free wine. Oh, also, let's get these things first. I feel like I can spare the money, it's okay. Yes, eventually I want to expand the farm, 40,000, as well as other materials. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I still need to go to... No, I need to see if I have the materials for the things in the first place, right? Before I even set them down, because I'm gonna take down the other things, and I don't want to leave my animals right now in daycare forever. Not that there's a heavy consequence from that, other than not getting their product, but I think that's it. And I have green tea with me. I'm considering whether to give that to Balin or not. Just what a girl needs when she's going to spend 8 consecutive hours in front of her crystal ball. Thanks. Let's go. But yeah, here you go. This will be a perfect afternoon pick-me-up. Thank you, Khaiden. I know. Landon brags a lot, but he really knows his stuff. Don't forget to try the soup, Khaiden. I think I'm good. I don't need the stamina. That kind of sounds nice. I do love soup. Hey, Khaiden, you're looking like you could use a good meal. Why don't you put your feet up? It's all good. It's all good, Hemlock. I'm brainstorming a new cake recipe. Thanks to Alan, I always know I'll sell at least one. Let's go. Broccoli cheddar soup. Sounds nice, but not right now. Just... I know it's free, but if I can get to 0 stamina, it goes a long way tomorrow. Like that, we'll get there. I wish Dad would take us to the woods sometime. I bet I could find a beehive there. My favorite bedtime story is Beginner's Sword Manual, but Mom won't read it to me anymore. I wonder why. Oh my god. I love Dale for that. That's so goated. Yay, it's Khaiden! Yes, Quid Maple. Say Alan would appreciate this. Well, that's for me, that's for me. You know, speaking of stamina recovery, right? Oh yeah, I'll end up recovering stamina every time I drink an espresso, which I drink for speed. Not for any other reason, for the most part. It's not that much, but still something, right? 10 health, 10 stamina, or energy. However it's called here, I forget. But yeah, first let's send everybody inside. So does it tell me here, 125 wood, 100 stone. So we're looking at 250 wood, 200 stone. I think I have the wood. Yeah. I have less of it than I thought. Yeah, we have the materials we need. Let's take them out. Let's take it all out. First of all, see, here's the problem. I don't have enough for the essences I'm gonna need. Or no, not essences, for the things I need to craft out of that stone. Balor! Maybe I'll buy some stone from you. I know it might be a bit impatient, maybe a bit desperate of me, but we're gonna make some... Oh yeah, he's not selling that today. I would have to go all the way to the carpenter shop again. I think that's where they were selling it. Ugh. Or just I do more mining. Not today though. Because we need a bunch of it also to craft into that big stone that is used for statues. And what was it? 10? Yeah. It's not gonna be enough, but one step at a time. Even if I don't have the water, the animal sprite statue, pardon me, at least having the large barn will go a long way. So yeah, it's only gonna be 2 right now. 1 large coop, 1 large barn. I just need 1 more animal sprite statue. So yeah, I was missing only 1 more of those special stones, whatever they're called. But okay, daycare. What am I gonna do with the chest inside of those buildings though? That's gonna be a mess, but I have no choice. How many can you leave in daycare? Poggers, Cyber, Tango. Yeah, the Cosmic Chicken Coop. I'm gonna retain that name. Others haven't quite been named just yet. Not quite. Superstar Barn. Doesn't have to be an alliteration all the time, but when it can be, it's great. That's why Cosmic Chicken Coop is one of my favorite names. Since I am going to keep them by animal type in the future. A few of these are mixed, right? But it is easier to keep organized by having them be by animal. Especially me who wants to have every variety of them. And also, the chest is used for their product, right? So I know where cheese goes. I know where milk goes. Because it's a barn dedicated only to cows and bulls, right? Rather than one that has cows and horses and sheep and all sorts of things, right? But yeah, everybody's at daycare now. It's my first time using this. Yes. So, yeah. Alpacas and capybaras. I haven't even bought any of them. What's up, Henrietta? Henrietta clocks at you. Bark. Well, let's see what we can do then. Even if it gets too late for me and I can't retrieve them today, that's alright, we can do it tomorrow. So, we just remove it like this. Yeah, we get all the contents from the chest. So, I may not have space for all of them. This is gonna be a problem. First of all, I'll leave them here. It's gonna be a temporary placement. This will be for the chicken coop. The Cosmic Chicken Coop. Oh yeah, I forget. I get materials back for these things. So yeah. I should keep the blueprints in storage just in case. So, here. I think this is... Or no, wait. There's another chest where they might work, where it might work better for them. Yeah, we'll do that over there. Golden eggs here. Alright. Oh, okay, this is exciting. This is gonna work out, I think. Oh Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. It's good to see that this is manageable, or at least more manageable than I thought. So, yeah, let's set the barn down. Let me see if I have the proper space for it. It's a large one, so it does take up more space, right? Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon about this working out, huh? Me and my big mouth. I don't know. A few things here need to move, maybe. Barn. What? Why does it look kind of weird like that? Hold up. We can have it built and then we can take it down immediately if it doesn't look good. Just leave it as large barn. The space behind it bothers me, but let me see. It's good that you can just try it again like this. Yeah, look at this. This doesn't look bad. It looks bad on the preview, but the thing itself is actually okay. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. That's perfect. That's even better than the other barns placement, I would argue. All right. Large coop. The fact that it kind of doesn't let me for a moment. That's always such a pain in the ass with these things. And it feels like it takes such a valuable amount of time per day. Yeah, this will do. This will do. I'll get everybody from daycare tomorrow. I think it's okay. And then, okay, let's give it the name though. Cosmic Chicken Coop. It will be kept exclusively for chickens. But first, yeah, because I also need a bit more time to place these things in the... Ooh, look at this. So large, so large. Yeah, to place these things in the chest where they belong. Everything here. No, not this. I have a decent amount of wood and stone left, which is good to see. Yeah, you know what? My policy now will be to never use a small coop or barn again if I can help it. Because then I can't use the animals' prize statues. Yeah, it's an okay limitation. I can see them maybe changing it depending on how player feedback is. But I'm okay if they leave it this way. Like, you know, it's a requirement that it needs to be a large version of the building for it to work. It's part of the cost you pay for the convenience. You're already paying quite the cost for, you know, for the essence stones and all that, but it's okay. Now this is bothering me, though. Wait. No. I don't like how they're not quite even with each other, but yeah, it can't be placed here. No, that can't be done. Whatever, for heaven's sake. Fine! Maybe I'll move the barn still. Cosmic Chicken Coop. I don't get it. Hold on. No. Hold on. Wait a moment. Hold the horses, hold the race. What? Is it because I had those things there? No. That's not the reason why. This little space behind it, why is it like that? Anyway, better hurry because it's almost 2 a.m. Show me your cosmic mind. Alright, perhaps we should go to sleep. These things... I'll have an easier time managing this tomorrow. And then Wiki's gonna give me some things here. Thank you, Wiki. I'm just gonna sell them. Meow. I'll just get rid of the fiber there like that. But yeah, these things I'll place outside again. Let's go to sleep. Let's see if we make a really nice amount of money. From all the rice, all the flour we sold. I was tempted to try to leave it to a stack of 50 in storage, but I wanted to make more money. Okay, yeah, 10,000. I was hoping it would be more, but that's still... Yeah, that's still quite a bit. The flour sold so well. Yeah. And we're back to 18,000. What were we at when we started the day? 20,000. Yeah, there we go. A reward. Oh, the next piece of the regal armor. I was looking forward to that. All right. Saturday market. We also need to visit that. That's also something to spend money on. And the gift for Lewis. What can I give Lewis? I think he might like a dog feather. Or something like that. Or was it wool? Yes, I have this mana potion here. But I won't be using it. No need for it right now. It might actually be convenient for me to do the rain spell to save some time. I feel like I really want to save some time today. I have half mana. No, I'd rather save my mana potion, so let's not do that. But yeah. Gift for Lewis. Or Louis. Red wine as well? Okay. Golden sheep wool and this flower. Which flower was that? Let me get that first. This is Middle Mist. It's a rare flower. I'll give it to him. It's okay. And you know what? I think I'm gonna let the animals feed outside. But I will pet them. There's enough for everybody here with these blackberries I have, so okay. You're gonna be hand-fed. It's fine. No, actually, we should still save on that grass. We still are gonna need it so badly. Being auto-petted by the animal sprite statue is one thing, but it doesn't auto-feed them. This is what auto-feeds them, and that really gets expensive. Thus, we make more money, especially for more animal goods like these. We may also be able to afford it. But expenses. I don't want to sell that much sheep wool because I use it to craft quite a few things I'm into crafting. I think it was parts of the star set, or I don't remember what else. It might have been... What happens when I get animals back from daycare? Are they pet? Are they like petted already? Are they fed? I could see why they would be, right? Well, Khaiden, onegaishimasu, please take care of them. Yeah, same with rabbit wool. Still seen a few recipes I'm into. Let's not keep the dog feathers though. Let's everybody pet here. Petted, I should say. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to pet the large animals. I fed them, but I didn't pet them. I didn't petted them. Sometimes I'm not sure what the proper quote-unquote way of saying it is. Anyway, yeah, these barns that these animals are in are also gonna have to be upgraded. I think I'll... what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to think about it. I think I'm gonna start already doing a barn per animal species. Also, any shiny beets I don't pick up, I'm just gonna leave lying there because... Nah. We don't have time to try and get the blasted thing. So they can be left there, I don't care. Right, let me see... Yes, let's pet you all. How's it going? Feeling alright? Yeah. But alright, Misha. Where are you, Misha? Wait. Huh? Oh, there you are, Misha. This is why it's difficult to pet them outside, you see? And those animal sprite statues will be a big help. Aha! What do we have here? Gotta stop by the museum as well if I can. Vintage cowbell! A legendary artifact! This vintage bell would have been used to call cows home in bygone years. Will this finish the vintage farm set? I think it might. But alright, let's save the game first. Especially after we got something like that, right? Let's water the crops before I try to do more maintenance related to all this. Although I will do this. These two belong in here. I might switch them to another chest, but for now that will do. Then shiny beads. Over here, I don't want to bother with them today. I have over 100. That's good. Let them just accumulate in storage. It's okay. Have I been watering this little crop here? Well, now I did. Not the end of the world if I missed that one. I think. I see some stuff ready down here. It's wheat, right? We have more to process. Let's go. Yeah. Ideally, we want to make sure we start winter with a nice amount of money. So we can get every possible crop. 14 days remaining on these statues. Cool. Oh yeah, how many essence stones did we have? We have 3 large ones, and because I'm going to focus only on 2 animal sprite statues, that's good. 1 for each animal sprite statue. That'll be 20 days. Could it be that it's like the food areas for them in that... Oh, I shouldn't have organized this, though. These things are for the chicken coop. Just so I don't lose track of what goes back into the coop. It's easy to get confused for me. Actually, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, right? First of all, let's do this. No, I wanted to maybe move the barn a little bit, but we'll see. First, let's do this. Oh, wait, I didn't actually pick up the things. Do I even have the inventory space? Okay, sorry, there's a lot for me to keep track of. Trying to get my bearings on all of this again. I think I want to put the wood in here, or actually no, just in case, let's not do that. The stone I will need for crafting doesn't need to be in my active inventory for the crafting I'm gonna do, but I'd rather do that. You know, I can see a usage out of that option to lock a chest, so the contents inside are never used for crafting of any sort. Can be an emergency supply, I leave in some way. But alright. This... No, wait. Let's pick up the things first. Is there enough space in the inventory? Let's find out. Don't think I'm forgetting about the Saturday market. And Louis' gift right here. But this is why it helps in making this a coop exclusively for chickens. That I know, mayonnaise, eggs, stuff like that. This is the place for them. Easier to organize it. The more scatterbrained you are, the more organized you need to keep, and thus I'm so obsessed with being organized for that reason. You're so organized, you're amazing. Actually, I'm not good at being organized, and that's why I need to be organized. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Also, yeah, let's put some animal feed up there. As long as I don't move the building, it's okay. Let's put it all here. Oh, there we go. 12 was the exact amount. Okay. Yeah, I should have realized. But okay. Yeah, I should put the animal sprite statue as soon as possible as well. But before that, let's see what we can do about moving the barn. If anybody has ideas for names, let me know. It's a cow barn, so maybe something based on that. Now, my aim with this thing is to make it be level with this, though there will be the small gap here, but to be fair, it's also here. So yeah. I can already tell it's not gonna look as good as I was hoping it would look. But whatever. Seriously, whatever. We have other concerns, I think. But damn it, aesthetics. So important too. Sometimes a sort of uneven look, it has a nice charm to it. But that is in itself level, right? There's something orderly about that disorderly look, if that makes sense. It's like a hoagie in a design, which I think I'll have in a future version of myself, by the way. I should have told Khaiden to give me an hoagie. I think that's one thing I forgot to tell him. You know, when I have this version of me, which is my B1.0, by the way. I keep trying to I keep trying to remember to mention it here and there. Because the way I debuted this look for myself, right? It's already been a while. Which is good in its own way too. Kind of implied it was B2. No. My models before that, they are pre-1.0. Much like this game is right now. There we go. But anyway. Yeah, now it's all about putting these decorations outside. Again. Yeah, I don't want this to get in the way. This is a good place for it. And then, yeah. Yeah. That'll do. Will this still look good here? Yes, it does. I just don't like the way the coop kind of covers one of them a little bit, but that's what I was talking about when I said this wouldn't look as good as I thought it would look. But anyway, I'll save the game first. Next, I'm gonna get everybody from daycare. Maybe build their statue, but... you know what? No, I think I'm gonna go to the market first, get Louis' gift. Let's see what I can buy. And well, I want to talk to everyone. I also want to still do that. Maybe I'll buy something here. What do you have for me, Balor? Alpaca wool would be nice. But I'll wait until I get alpacas of my own. Ooh, fog orchid might be nice. For my witch queen. That's okay. I have a decent amount of them in storage too anyway. Oh yes, let's get that tesserae. That gold. 200. Very nice. We did want to process more wheat, more flour. 14. And all 14 of them are to be sold. Yeah. No, wait. No, we need to do 10 more. Right, 24 flour. That should be good money. It helps that it doesn't take any time, thanks to my skills. 0 minutes. Even if I make hundreds of them. Alright. To the market, to the market. Oh yes, I might buy more espressos here. Coffee and baked goods together. Darcy's a shrewd one. I'm curious to see where her business goes. I'm very adventurous in most parts of my life, but I'm a stickler when it comes to tea. Jasmine tea is my favorite. Luckily, Darcy always has it on hand. I took a screenshot of this. Good to hear, Elsie. Yeah. See, I'm very adventurous when it comes to tea. There's few varieties of tea I don't like. So, if any. I remember there's been 1 or 2 teas I didn't like, but it's like flavored teas where they add literally anything, I guess. It's not like natural tea flavors, if that makes sense, you know. It's like natural tea flavors would be something like white tea, ginseng white tea, silver needle white tea, or Assam black tea, as opposed to Darjeeling black tea. Flavored ones, artificially flavored ones, would be something like Earl Grey or black tea with mango, black tea with lemon, black tea with caramel. That's the one I didn't like. Which kind of doesn't count as a tea that I don't like. It's kind of like tea with something on top. But your mileage may vary. Now I sound like a tea purist. I will say, pure quote-unquote tea is better overall, at least to me, than flavored tea. But I don't mean it in like a gatekeepy way. It's just in a way that's like, no, this is better in many ways, but whatever. I'm happy to have flavored teas. I mean, I've been having almost nothing but Earl Grey for so long now. So Earl Grey is kind of a special case, isn't it? Anyway, this is Saturday market, so let's see Vera. Okay, I'm probably gonna forget what this is, but turnip and cabbage salad. Alright. I like coffee well enough, but I wonder if Darcy's got a dark beer back there. Darcy's one of my biggest customers. She buys up a lot of my herbs and flowers for her teas. Yeah, let's go. Darcy's coffee is something else. I had it black my whole life, but then Darcy introduced me to the magic of a latte. Good timing, I've got a fresh pot of coffee brewing. So I'd rather have tea, but coffee is welcome too. They're not mutually exclusive, they're really not. So this time maybe I should buy coffee, but I'm gonna wait to see what else I'm gonna spend my money on today. And then I'll see if I come back, although I would like some of this tea right here, but same thing. Or recipes, right? These recipes here. Ooh, the ice cream sundae recipe. Sounds interesting. See you in a moment, Darcy. Maybe. I'm so glad to have Vera back at the market. Holt and Dell can never sit still when I try to give them a trim. Mom says the fastest way to get strong is to sleep lots, which makes sense because I always catch Errol napping at the museum, and he's real strong. Dell. People keep saying she wants to try out pink hair. Where do you suppose she got that idea? There's aristocracy in this town that has that hair. Can they be called aristocracy? They are at that status, pretty much. Just not in a bad way, but Vera gives me and Riz a 2-for-1 discount on the days we can make it out here together. She's a good one. If you need a haircut or you need directions, Vera's got you covered. She knows all the shortcuts. Long cuts too, if you prefer the scenic route. I was waiting for the pun. I was wondering if covered was meant to be a pun of sorts. Nah, this is the actual punchline. Errol showed me that shortcut scroll you dropped off at the museum, Khaiden. Huh. Funny that Errol says that after what Holt just said, huh? Interesting. Would have been handy back when I worked the mines. Too bad about the earthquake messing it up, huh? Have you ever thought about dyeing your hair a new color? Sky's the limit. Well, there are other shades of purple. Yeah, I'm not interested in getting the other hairstyles. Just when I have way more money to spare. Wait for the future, but thank you, Vera. Yeah, out of all the shades of purple, this is the one I've settled on. Like, there was this one, but I prefer this one for Mistria hair. Oh, let me see what this looks like here. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks. Not this one, anyway. So back to this. Mary stops by the wood shop every so often. And she's got something unusual she wants an opinion on. It's always interesting. I'll need to stock up on a willow bark extract before cold season hits. Be sure to drop by if you get the sniffles, Khaiden. I'll get you sorted. Thank you. I'm very excited about my inventory this week. It took me the better part of a season to do some of these restorations. Little frame drop there. That was not the stream, that was the game. But let's see. K counter, that looks nice. Still quite a few haunted attic things, but I don't know if I have more room for the haunted attic room for more of these, but might take a look at recipes instead. Another black teacup might always be welcome. Ooh. What is this? This is a new one. Small purple vase with decorative grass. I'm gonna take that one. Let's see recipes. This is what I'm really after today, I think. Let's see, white wine glass, pair of jars. That could be nice. Yeah, when we get more rooms in the house, I think I'd like a kitchen, maybe. If we get more. Gold wall mirror could be nice. Okay, ooh, paper stack. I like the sound of that. Basket. Okay, let's try a random one. Small jar? Oh, well, okay, yeah, let's do the other jars too. Really, that was like 1,500. Where we're at in the game right now, that's not that much money. So, yeah. Let's see if we buy anything from Lewis. Let's not forget his gift. Happy birthday. Speaking of furniture, though, there's a few I still need to place outside. Sometimes I'll see a piece at Mary's that doesn't speak to me. And then she'll show me the purple version. She sure knows how to make a sale. You see why I'm marrying Juniper? It's not like I'm always just gonna marry someone just because we both like purple, violet. No, but it's just a cherry on top, right? It's interesting. Her sprite in the overworld is like a brighter purple than her art right here. I feel like I'm just noticing now. Works either way for me. One of these days I'm gonna commission someone for a version of myself in Fields of Mistria style. Depending on the price, although, you know, I still need to keep saving for the PC upgrade saga and other things like that, but man, depending on the price, I would love like different versions depending on the season, right? Yeah, the 4 seasons and a swimsuit version, because why not? Because there's that at the beach, right? And I think that's it when it comes to outfits. If I want to go crazier, maybe I had one in armor for the mines or something, but we don't need to go that far. Is there anything else that has characters change outfits? It's like, see, the only ones you see at the beach are the bachelors and bachelorettes, funny enough. So most characters have 4, but then there's, how many are they? Like 8, right? In total, or 8 each? Well, about a dozen plus people that have 5 different outfits when you include the swimsuit that you only see in summer at the beach. Yeah, only summer. That's the thing to clarify. What could be another thing, like a special event, right? That has them in a special outfit. But imagine seeing that only one day of the year. I can see why they wouldn't do the sprite work for that, but... Or well, if you marry one of them, a special wedding gown... Oh my god, you know what? Seeing the way the team has done things here, I can 100% see Juniper wearing a black wedding dress. Even if she doesn't, I'm sure she's gonna look incredible whatever she wears, but I can 100% see a purple or a black or combination of that dress for her. Yeah. Now I'm gonna be disappointed if she has a regular white one. No, not really. I think she'll look great too, but I can see that. That would be amazing. And yeah, you would have to check the wiki to see the others because otherwise you're not gonna be able to see, right? That's an interesting thing. But alright. What would March wear to his wedding, huh? Does he keep the bandana on? He should keep it on. If you like something, don't tether about it. Merch stock sells out quick. Did you know that silk comes from the cocoons of domesticated silkworms? Amazing. I did know something kind of like that, but not the full details. I mean, they're called silkworms, right? So there you go. I only want to see the most princessly clothes that Mr. Louis has. Or Mr. Lewis. Louis always seems to have the color I want. How does he do that? It's his job. Louis has been our family tailor for years. He makes clothes for my mother and father as well. If Louis has a garment you like, I suggest you act quickly. I might just snap it up myself. I have a gift for you. Some excellent pieces in stock today. Take a look. So no Miney, before that. Oh, you're a thoughtful one. Thank you for thinking of me on my birthday. Absolutely. Yeah, I bought everything he has to offer. It's so funny. His stall is completely empty for me. Rather than buy something from you, I'm giving you something. Oh, we didn't gossip today? Oh, no. Yeah, we did. Okay. Well... Oh, what do you have to say, Riz? Khaiden, get a moment. I'm stuck on a problem. Adeline's got me on general repairs around town, but there was a run on nails after the earthquake. They're getting pretty scarce. Seems like we've never got enough. Have you asked March to make more? Maybe? I've been putting it off, but you're right. Should pay him a visit. Thanks, Khaiden. I'll let you know how it goes. I mean, he's right here, and the blacksmith shop is right here, so it's a good time right now. But anyway, the problem with buying coffee right now is that it's gonna be yet another stack in my inventory. She's not selling espressos today. I'm gonna buy 6 of them. Just a few. And most of them, if not all of them even, I'm actually going to consume today. That's my plan. Let's go back to doing the stuff we were doing with animals. Don't think I forgot. There's still a few things to do. Razorback, look at what we got. We need to still craft animal sprite statues, the things needed for them at the mines. We'll teleport back from the mines, that's the way we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna sell all the flour here. I'll find a place for this thing, but not yet. Also, yeah, let's do this. Speaking of switcheroos. Also, this thing right here. What's a good place for it? Where would it look good? Because we had it like around here, but it's no longer a good place for it. I'll just put it here. I feel like I'm overthinking it. As I tend to do. This is why I tend not to go for like... I tend not to focus on the aesthetics of something that much for a game like this, right? With Stardew Valley, it applies to my house as well, but mostly for the farm itself. It's because I went for the hilltop farm. And that already is gonna be very hard to find place for things, right? Still haven't even done another save file. I wanted to do one for Stardew Valley Expanded, but it's just the time. It's just the time. Anyway, one of these days, one day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward with all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine. Right, let's go to the daycare first. That's from the first Doctor from Doctor Who. Still such a quote I love so much. Alright. Let's get back, everybody. Yes, and it tells you where you want to put them. Poggers! Welcome back, Poggers. And I'm curious to see if I have to feed them, if I have to pet them. I'm okay if I have to manually pet them today. We can place the animal sprite statue afterwards. I kinda want to... Well, you know, especially since I'm going to put an animal sprite statue, I might buy some hard treats and try to grow new chickens, new cows, bulls. The time has come to do more of them before I even buy new animals. That's the thing. Just, I'm getting very ambitious about it. Again, getting very perfectionist about the way I want to set it up. So, yeah, I'll have to do the switcheroo with the medium buildings where I have those other animals, but then also separate them. Like, I'm gonna need a 4th large barn and a 4th large coop, respectively, before I feel okay with buying those capybaras and alpacas. And it's okay if it takes me longer to even get introduced to those animals. I'm okay with that. But alright. So, with that being said, yeah, let's do this. Just 2 will do, right? Oh yeah, they don't seem as expensive as they used to. Not anymore. How's it going, Henrietta? Henrietta clucks at you. Bark, 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 bark. Oh, I thought my coffee ran out. It was about to, but... Oh well. Could have waited just a second or 2 longer. That's alright, though. There's that also. That speed tonic that I can buy. I keep forgetting. It's 500 for each of them. But there's a speed tonic at Valence Clinic. 2 in-game hours is how long it lasts. Because it doesn't tell you the full duration of an espresso or coffee. But I can probably check in the Fields of Mistria wiki at this point. They gotta have that information right now. At this point. But yeah, we wanted to craft more of these. Let's see. 163 stone is what I have in total. Alright, let's do 60 and put us at 100-something stone. Or maybe not, because we want to use large essence stones as well. I want to craft 1 or 2 more. I think I just won't refill the water sprite statues just yet. I don't want to be left very dry when it comes to my supply of stone either, though. Let's do a few of these. And see, every time I get myself a new barn, a new large barn, no matter how many animals are going to go in there initially, I do want to have an animal sprite statue ready for it. And that requires essence ready for it. Speaking of which, essence stones I mean, but let's make 2 of them. I'll be left with 82 essence, that's okay too. We can work with that. I'm the kind that likes to hoard things and just have a lot in storage just in case. And rarely ever go all the way down to 0. And whatever it is that I'm, you know, looking to use for whatever. In this case, a stone, essence stones, etc. Yeah, I just used 10 essence to teleport back. I forgot about that cost. Calderus, I'll visit you some other time. Not just yet, though. Yeah, now we can put this back here, I think. And we can welcome everybody back. Oh, yeah, and I was supposed to donate that bell. It's okay. How are you all feeling in this big new building? Yeah, I think they're fed and petted. Or pet. Fed and pet. Yeah, that's the right way to say it. Thank you, Khaiden. He's so nice. He just does it for free. Oh, we need to... We're gonna need to put some animal feed up there, but... Alright. Whitney. And... Risha. Let's see if we get a new variety of cow. We can do this first. We'll craft the other animal sprite statue and then place the 2 here. Since it's gonna get late soon anyway, I'm not going to send them outside. I hope that's okay with them. Poggers. Okay, Amelie. Yeah, the thing, we do have an imbalance when it comes to the amount of males and females. But I'm mostly worried about variety of colors. I think that's where I'm going to allow duplicates to kind of keep a decent amount of male to female ratio. It matters for their product and of course for like art treats and creating more of them. With the stork, whatever mysterious magic is used to create new creatures. Whatever that is. Alright. This is the big thing, right? Oh yeah, and also shiny beads, but only 3 of them. Are you kidding me? That's almost nothing. You know what I forgot about? They do need some essence, so I'll be left dry. A bit dry when it comes to essence, but we can afford it, I think. How much do I have left? Like 20 or 30? Or let's have a look at it. Might be good to craft some new things soon. How are we doing with that essence? 22? Alright, alright. I'll need to keep collecting some more tomorrow as we keep doing tasks, of course. That will happen naturally. So yeah, the 2 I just crafted, we can put on the statue right there. Yeah, this is why we should grow those barns as soon as possible. Come to think of it, there may still be one I can adopt from Khaiden's own place. That is a variety of chicken and cow / bull that I haven't obtained yet. From the default ones. I think it can be okay to do it that way. Alright, first of all, let's place these statues here. Yeah, like they make a place exclusively for them, right? It's made to be for them. Yay, let's go! The animation looks so nice. I won't be able to see it all the time because I'm gonna have to see how they work, but alright. I just love the animation. But yeah, most of the time I actually won't see it because I won't be inside the building to see it. That's the whole point, that I don't have to go inside. But that probably will to hand feed them still here and there. But now my priority will be these other buildings that don't have the animal statue right now. For now, everyone go back inside. Back inside. Oh, you'll get your animal sprite statues as well. Don't you worry, I will hurry. Well, kind of. So let me see. We have a nice amount of money. We can buy new chickens, new cows. I just won't be able to feed them today? Can I feed them when they're sleeping? I can pet them, I think, when they're sleeping, but let me see. Because for chickens, do we have all 4 of these? It's hard to tell what they're gonna look like when they're adults. That's the issue. Most of them I'll have. Because to be able to adopt them in the first place from Khaiden's place, you need to unlock them yourself. But there's a few that come by default that... Yeah, this is brown, this is spotted, this is gray, I think. Wish it would tell you. It tells you the color rarity, but it doesn't tell you exactly what color it is. Anyway, cyber here. This is blue. So this is spotted, this is brown, this is gray, I assume, or even black. I don't know. So, was there a white chicken there? We should buy this one. I don't think we have one. Okay, now I need to see the genres. The genders, pardon me. The words are so similar. It's confusing to me. Okay, it needs to be a female one. I like that name I saw, Sweetheart. Very straightforward name. But let me see other options. Poppy. Does anybody have that name? Loaf. I'm gonna go for Loaf. That works. To the cosmic chicken coop you go, my friend. Welcome, Loaf. Yeah, cute little chick. So how are we doing with cows? I think I have these 3 variants, but maybe not. I know we have that black one for sure. Brown. Black. Brown. This is white. This is not spotted, right? So spotted, I think we're missing. So we have black, white, brown, and this is red, I think. It's not pink, right? It's red. Yeah, the white one is tier 2 rarity. There's gotta be a tier 1 rarity that I haven't bought yet. Yeah, ironically, the most common type of cow, the prototypical cow, what you think about when you think of a cow. Or at least I think that's the case for the majority of you maniacs. I don't know. At least it's the case for me. That's the kind of cow that I don't yet have. And yeah, it should be a cow. I'm almost certain it's a variety of bulls as opposed to cows, right? What's also convenient about this is that I get to choose what gender they're gonna be. But okay. Or what sex. Sometimes I forget the difference between those things. Cake, Leslie, Ethel, Sweetheart. What the heck? I'll go for Sweetheart. Yeah, I had one named Whitney after Whitney from Pokemon because of her milk tank. That's the only other thing that comes to mind when it comes to cows. Out of any cow-based names. I'm open to suggestions in the chat, Touch Gang. These names can be changed anytime. That's also why I'm not going too hard on the brainstorming either. Cow Barn, I can just call this. I should at least do that name. That will give me a good reference. Cow Barn 1, because we're gonna need several. Or you know what I could do? You know what I could do? If I still want to keep things a certain way. I have 11 different varieties here, and then the seasonal varieties. We can have 3 types of animal, right? Oh, this is gonna be kind of a problem, but... Nah, never mind, never mind. I was gonna have a plan, but I think if there's some complications with it. Alright, that's enough. I did want to see everything else, like black, brown, spotted, chocolate, red, white, blue, pink, purple, silver, gold, fall, spring, summer, winter. Yeah, my plan was to give them a small building just for the 4 of them. Would be perfect to have them grouped like that, but you can't put a large animal statue there, and there will come a point in the game in which I just want everything to be automated, or most of everything. Like, even petting one animal is gonna be too much. And how many would it be? How many animal types do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4. What is 8 times 4? 8, 16, 24, 32 animals that need to be pet individually. You see why that can be time consuming, right? That's what eventually we would look at. Look at the alpaca types. Black, brown, white, desert, indigo, snowy, blue, pink, purple, silver, gold, fall, spring, summer, winter. Capybara, dark brown, light brown, pale. I want to buy them already, but no. I'm going to be very systematic about the way I approach it. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing behind the plan. The great plan we have. Oh yeah, let me, I'll drink some more coffee to keep going here. Faster. Gotta go faster. Na. Got ourselves as a situation, something a new location without any explanation. No time for relaxation. I need to go back and have some Sonic X episodes playing in the background. That was the way I was watching it. Until eventually I watch more fully when I watch the original Japanese version. That was my plan anyway. But yeah, I was having a good time with it. I just don't like the 4Kids edits. But the voice acting, the voices, is what's great about it. It's just the bloody 4Kids thing that drove me away from it. But anyway, we got this set completed. Yeah, we still have a little bit of decorating to do, don't we? Explorer globe. Right. I have something for the new room as well. And what do we have here? Spicy crab sushi. Ooh. See, most days I still don't go anywhere near having a low amount of stamina. So like, I don't make use of food and stuff like that a lot. A part of me feels like it's a waste to just sell it. There's also such a thing as gifting it or even giving it to an animal, but we make good money from selling it. These flavorful sushi rolls are filled with spicy shredded crab. Very nice. But no, let's just sell that. What do you have for me today, Wiki? Meow. Ooh, moon fruit. That is very welcome. But yeah, first let's place that globe. Yeah, just a good old corner for it. We got the recipe for it. What were the other variants of it? I could put another variant somewhere. Maybe here. Yeah, that would be a good place for it. This is also where we've been placing artifacts. Actually, how does this look? See, it kind of looks like an ink, what do you call the ink container? Well, that thing where you put ink and you put a feather. The old school way of writing. So it looks perfect for that sort of room, right next to some paper. Yeah, I also got the recipe for, what was it? More paper stuff. Maybe that would fit even better, but... Oh yeah, diaries. I should make more of these. Oh yeah, ice boxes, fridges. What else? What else? What would that recipe be? I need to get more arches. More gates. Look at all this. Look at all these recipes for the farm that are not unlocked yet. I'm guessing it's an early access thing less than it is a thing of me not unlocking them. They just haven't been created for the game yet. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Actually, let's take a look at everything. Yeah, this is why I told you rabbit wool is very important for me to keep. Look at what we can craft with it. I still need to put star cushions everywhere on the farm. That's the way I want to do it. That is going to look amazing. But it needs to be a lot of it, and I kind of need to plan it beforehand. But okay, I'm getting distracted now. Let's not get too distracted. Just wanted to see. Ooh, oh, it's the ladybug tables. Okay, okay. No, yeah, the next tab is the one that will show me what I'm looking for, I believe. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, this is lighting. These are rocks, okay. Thought it would be tabletop decorations. Oh, yeah, it would be good to look at some rocks. See, these flower rocks are always perfect for outdoors. They're perfect on the ground. Oh, yeah, I could get this yellow one still. I love that you can place rocks outside. Animal Crossing New Horizons. The one thing they were missing. Out of, all the furniture you can place outside. No rocks on the outside. It's gonna be for Animal Crossing 6, I guess. But anyway. Oh yeah, now we know, the Switch 2, when it's releasing and everything, so yeah. Now we start looking towards the future. Okay, when is the next Animal Crossing? When is the next Smash Brothers, if there is one? We know when the next Mario Kart is. When is the next Legend of Zelda? When is the next main Legend of Zelda? Stuff like that, right? Looking towards the future, because I'm not saying that in an impatient way, like, okay, I got my dopamine from learning about the Switch 2 release. Now I want more dopamine by knowing the next game already. Just give it to me, Sakurai. Give it to me! No, I mean, just, something to talk about too in the future that will come up at some point, right? Mr. Wall map, lovely cottage wallflowers. Oh. Oh, yeah, the gold wall mirror. I just need a higher level. Not that far away from that level, but it will take more. Oh, this looks so nice. Just missing, what is this? Grass starters. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this look nice, and they could be nice outside too. More of these outdoors. A lot of the lovely cottage set fits the outdoors as well. This is what I was talking about, this paper stack. Let's craft one. Adeline will be so happy with what I'm creating here. Nice, there we go, level 31. It's 0 minutes, so yeah, right now at 11:40 p.m. is something that we can craft. Do we want to make anything else? I could make this black teacup. Yeah, you use a tea leaf. You see, unprocessed products such as that still has a place somewhere. Still important for things. I want to craft the pairs of jars. The jars here, but we shouldn't do it right now. There's no reason for it. Not really. And then more cabin firewood might be nice. It's firewood, but it still looks nice. It's just a stack of wood, right? Out in the open. That's why it works outdoors so well. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. I thought the game was going to crash for sure. It just, yeah, it was loading a lot. Oh, no, it's doing it again, but... Okay. I thought it was a sure crash for a moment. Don't freak me out, Mistria. Don't freak me out like that again. Where was I placing moon fruit? Okay, this is placed here. It helps when it's full because then I see... Until they add something to add to existing stacks, right? They have to add it at some point. They just have to. But yeah, we got some paper back for that. Then That's the thing that's kind of a pain in the ass, that it picked up everything even though I didn't want it to do that, but... Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. I'll leave this here. I'll leave this here. It's very much like you're taking notes on your research, right? So it doesn't look that out of place, but the stack of papers like that works better for that sort of room, in my opinion. Look at how much we did, yeah. The thing I'm happiest about, of course, is... The thing I'm the happiest about is the stuff with the animal sprite statues. But there we go. At the end of a week, or the start of a week, or however you want to see it, depending on how you consider a Sunday. So, how many days did we do? I'm speaking this way because we're actually ending the stream with this day today. I can keep going, I gotta tell you, Touch Gang. I would love to go for 1 more hour. However, I do want to dedicate time to a few more things today. One of those is creating the thumbnail and waiting room for Pokemon Violet tomorrow. Will we go to save these energies for tomorrow as well? Because, yeah, we might go for another long Violet stream. At the very least, the Fairy Crew with Ortega will be a priority. Oh, we shall see Fields of Mystery again, though, especially after what we did today. Yes. Yes. I still have to kind of take it slow, because, again, if I do it too fast, I'll reach a peak in which I only wait for the next update, and if it's too long before the next update and I don't play in that entire time, then when the next update comes, I'm so rusty in everything mystery related, but then I'm so advanced in the game that being rustic's not good. Like, I'm gonna miss a lot of dailies, and that's always the problem with these games. What will happen when I return to Stardew at this rate, right? Anyway. Speaking of the schedule this week, yes, tomorrow, at a much earlier time, Superstar versus Team Star, that's the plan. Over in the other red dimension, I'm still working on the Tajigan archives, and I'll still do the formal announcement when I can. I keep forgetting, or I keep missing it, but I have been able to work more. I finally did see that the export limit, or the daily upload limit for that account, is 10 videos per day. And I still haven't uploaded my 10 videos for today, so I may still be able to make it with decent time to have pretty much everything that is made into a highlight here backed up over there on YouTube. But anyway, that will be there tomorrow. Make sure to look over there. But always, check my Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, all of that. Or when I post the live messages and all of that stuff. And we'll be back over here for FF14, a TSC Dimension stream on Saturday. Probably more scheduled one. But yeah, it was very lovely, Touch Gang. I told you we're back in full force. At least that was the intention, and so we're here for that. So I'll work on that thumbnail. Yeah, the focus tomorrow for Pokemon Violet is the Fairy Crew with Ortega. That's why I was talking about Team Star. When it comes to those main objectives, that would be the only one. Any extra time would be to just face more trainers, maybe catch more Pokemon. Don't think I forgot about that Spirit Tomb we were still looking for. That might be until I do the... What is it? Tatsugiri Titan? Because it's around that area, I think, where you find Spirit Tombs. Like, you're more guaranteed to find one. I need to catch one. There's no hurry. But the sooner I can get one, the better. There's no hurry because even though it's my favorite Pokemon, though that spot changes here and there. Even though it's my favorite Pokemon, it's not going to be in the active party for Pokemon Violet here. I don't think so anyway. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, another time tomorrow might be taken with more like stuff with classes and the quest lines going on with the teachers. It's more of a side quest thing than a main objective thing. You know, the main objectives are the gyms, the Team Star stuff, and the Titans. If it goes well, however, you know what's going to happen for the next Pokemon Violet stream after tomorrow's? Or after this next one, which is, what is it, number 9? Ah, that's very neat, because then number 10 will be the one in which we do the last gym, the last Titan, the last Team Star crew. Or at least that's the plan. Whatever comes after you do each of them, I don't know if... the Pokemon League after the 8 gyms, right? It doesn't have to be done right away. There will probably be a big cutscene after getting the final batch. Nemona is going to keep interrupting me in the middle of my day, but... something else may happen. But you don't have to do it right away. Yeah, we're probably going to do the gym first, because then we can finally have no level cap. I don't know what happens once you beat the final Team Star crew, which will be the fighting one. Tomorrow is Fairy. We'll just do the fighting one on the next stream, which if it goes well is next week, as the plans go. And then it will be the final Titan. I'll tell you this, I know pretty much for the most part, what is it that happens fighting the big boss of Team Star? But I don't know if it has to happen right after that. It probably doesn't. You can still wait until you do this next post-objective, let's say. This final boss, like the Pokemon League. I don't know what happens right after you get the final Titan, though. That's the one that I really don't know. And of course, then when you finish all 3 quest lines, there is something else. We'll do that some other time. Yeah, I think we're getting a good roadmap for what the next streams are going to be about. It's a good way to approach it still, in my opinion. But of course, it's good to also have something without a specific roadmap, like what we did today in Fields of Mistria, though it has a roadmap of its own with all my ambitious plans and systematic ways of doing this. But then there's such a thing as just a Satsudan stream, just a casual stream, just chatting for fun. They will still come here and there, special collabs, this kind of game, that kind of game. But anyway, we'll just end it right here. We'll once again end it without a raid, alright? It will be one of those where we end without a raid. I just wanna, just wanna take it easy as we end it right here, which I hope is okay, okay? If in any way, in a way, it's like telling you, hey, instead of me choosing for you what you're going to watch next, you get to choose. Kind of like that. But yeah, raids are nice because then it also gives you extra star particles, channel points, if you do stay around for them. So make sure you do the next time we do one, which hopefully we will on Sunday for the 14. Tomorrow is on the red dimension though. No raids over there. Not really with the way we have it set up right now. Hope to see you for the rest of the week, Gang, alright? We're back in full force. This maniac doesn't go away from your screens for that long. Look at the energy we have today. At least it's like all in storage. When I do the next stream, I feel like I'm even more maniacal than usual. So I hope to see you for that next one, alright? See you for that, Gang. Let's guys, I'm